Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft Feed the Beast server. So I got some things that I want to do today. Let's start off by making one of these guys. We will make a quarry, and it looks like I cannot make it that way. So let me go ahead and, the shift click on that did not work for some reason. So let me just go ahead and throw these items in here. I think I have, oh no, actually I don't have everything that I need. I need to grab some circuits. Actually, I think, will these work? I think I saw that the pulsating chipsets would work on those. If so, this will be a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and throw these bad boys in here. Split all this stuff up, and I need some of these iron gears, and I believe that's all we need. There we go, quarry. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a few of these. We are going to be doing some digging. Today's episode really isn't about making quarries, but this is something that I need to get done for a future project. So we are going to go ahead and get these set up today. Awesome. So, yeah, I think that's all we needed from over here. Let's head over to my B area. Okay, so we are going to go to... Which one did I do before? I guess the Meadow Age works. So let's head to the Meadow Age. Actually... almost went without a linking book. Let's make sure we have one of those. And let's go to the Meadow Age. So this is the Meadow Age that I made a while ago. I said that I could possibly set it up for bees and stuff. After thinking about that for quite some time now, I really don't think I want to set up anything permanent in a Mistcraft Age. I still feel like they're going to be changing the mod, and I really would rather only use these Mistcraft Ages for new terrain generations and things like that. So what we are going to do is we are going to set up a bunch of quarries here. And I think this should be fine. I do want to get kind of far away from here. So let's head off in a direction such as this. This should be fine. Right over here. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to do a quad quarry. I've never done one of these before, so this should be interesting. I think I should have everything that I need to get all this done. And yeah, I have figured out the gravitation suit. I know last episode I was complaining about it because I had never used one before. And it was just kind of too much for me to try and play around with and learn all the things. But yeah, as you guys have pointed out, it's just like creative mode. Double tap to fly, shift to lower yourself down, space to raise yourself up. So it's actually not too bad now that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let me go ahead and just do some of this action. We need to go ahead and place a marker here, and we are actually going to need a marker there. Okay, so let's head over this way. We need to place a marker over here. How far back does this thing go? Let's see. It's been a while since I set up one of these quarries, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing here. Just need to clear out this area where this beam is. There it is. So we need to put a landmark. I guess that's fine if it's attached to the side of a block like that. So we have one here, and one there, and all we need is 3 to get one of these to turn red. Now, yeah, actually, I've done this before. When you have 3, all you gotta do is right-click the ones in between the 2. But since this is set up, there's one here, and then 2 at the other side. We'll make like the world's smallest landmark area. So I kind of gotta pop this guy off, and then I can right-click this one. That all turns red. We can remove this, plop down a quarry. All those landmarks should pop off, which is good. Then we can put this guy down. I do need to power it, and then we can put the 3rd landmark. Let's see, over here. Come on, fly. Oh, I'm hitting shift, not control. That's why. Yeah, let's put our other landmark right there. Now that this other quarry has already been set, all the markers are popped off, I can easily just right-click this guy, remove this, and we can place that one down. So now we got those chunks loaded. So now I just want to go over and grab my landmarks. Where are you? Oh, you'd be down here, wouldn't you? Okay. So, yep, let's grab that one. Then we got to grab the 2 that are over this way. Those should have been popped off. Yep. Let's go ahead and remove all this. That's fine. And finally, we want to grab... Wait, where's that one? So that's right here. Where'd the landmark go? There it is. Found it. Awesome. Okay, so now we got these 2 set up. So we will have a quarry this way and a quarry this way. So I guess the next thing to do is to set it up so we have them going this way as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down some more landmarks. I guess right here and here should be fine. So we can place the quarry blocks right there. And yeah, I think that should be okay. So let's go ahead and power this guy. Yeah, like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a quad quarry. So things might be a little different. Oop, I got to go a little bit further over here. Okay, right there. Good. Now, if I know this correctly, I just have to go one block past where this marker ends. So I'm going to stick this landmark right there. Right, now I just got to put down 2 markers all the way over here. Very good. So we will do one here and here. Awesome. Okay, so hopefully this is going to work, like I said. First time, first time. So we will move this one, do that. We will put the quarry down there. That did not work. Why did that not work? Can you not place them next to another quarry? It like didn't even pop these landmarks off, like it didn't see them. So let's try this again. So we place that guy there. Let's just verify our... Oh, I didn't right click it, did I? Derp. There we go. Okay, so now I can place this down. Yeah, 25 chunks loaded. Perfect. So now we just got to put this one down, right click that one. Yep. And place that guy down. Awesome. So now all 4 of those quarries should be set up. Just need to go collect my landmarks, and we can feed them some power. And I think we should be pretty much done. Okay, come over this way, grab the one last landmark down here. Where are you? You are, little fella. Awesome. Okay, so how do we power these guys? Well, that's kind of a good question. I guess we can do... Let's see. So this is going to be this way and this way. This one. So these 2 blocks right here should be free on both sides. So what we can do is do an energy tesseract right there, and we just need... Actually, no, I don't think that's going to work. Let's move this back 1 or 2 more. And move this one back right there. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, so now I need to grab some of my conduits. Nope, it's actually in my canvas bag. I really shouldn't be using this canvas bag anymore. I really should get another ender pouch. I've just been kind of lazy to do that. And then we would do this action. This. Do that action. We need to come in here. Owner only, receive only. And I guess we'll do MJ3 on this one. Is it doing anything? Oh yeah, it's doing something. Okay. Then on this one, we are going to do, I guess, MJ2. Now, I need to quickly set up a place for these items to go. So let's do an item tesseract here. We will do send only, quarry. That should be fine. Oh, you know what? I don't have all the pipes ready that I need, I don't think. So let's see. I need... Oh, this is going to be bad. Yeah, that's not going to work. I need some iron pipes, and I don't have iron pipes. Okay, we're just going to do with golden pipes, I guess, for now. This is going to cause items to pop out, I think. I guess we'll find out here shortly. Maybe I should head back to the overworld and grab an iron pipe. I really think this one needs to be an iron pipe here, because items can come up this way and then try and go back down, I think. Hopefully not. This is all set up, right? This is going to quarry, send only. Okay, so give me 1 second here. I'm just going to watch this. If items start popping out all over the place, I'm going to make a quick cut, fix this, and we will continue on. Alright guys, so these quarries have been going for, you know, a significant amount of time now. I've been watching this very closely, and it does look like this pipe setup actually will work. When items come out of this quarry, they go up into that golden pipe. They can either go left or right, and they don't appear to be trying to go back down into the quarry blocks, which is what I was afraid of, because if they tried to do that, they would pop out of the pipe. But This has been going for at least 5 minutes now. I haven't seen any items pop out, but that is an incredible amount of items coming through here, going into that one energy item tesseract. So this is pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's head over, all the way over to, I guess, our sorting system we have for the quarry, which is a very basic sorting system. Let's go to the Nether Hub and to HD Industries. Okay, turned around, here we go. Yeah, so I believe our sorting system should be able to take care of all of this stuff, but we will be getting an incredible amount of dirt and, well, I guess cobblestone soon. Looks like we're getting a bunch of seeds and flowers and things. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, the way this is set up right now, there's pretty much no golden pipes. I guess there's some over here, but yeah, DMAC changed this, added a bunch more barrels, and I guess he forgot to add the golden pipes. So these items go extremely slow through this system. Not really sure if I should change that. Now, are the items coming out of this top one, or are they coming out of this one? Item tesseract, that's mine. I guess this is DMAC, so I guess I could move mine further back and add a bunch of golden pipes here, but I'd have to stop the quarries because those items, they would be popping out in that age otherwise. Okay, well, we will leave this alone. But there is a specific reason that I want to do quarries. I know I have bees and I can get pretty much every single material in the game. However, I can't get one type of material, and that is the quartz crystals from Applied Energetics. I would like to look into that mod, but I don't have any of that stuff to do it. So I'm set up these quarries there in that age. It should have the quartz crystals generated there, and we will gather those for a future episode, maybe soon. Let's just see what's over here. Nothing. Seeds and flowers down at the end over here. Just some bees. Ooh, Valiants. I might take those. And Feather Falling 4. Awesome. Okay. So now that we got this all set up and this is out of the way, let's head back over to the bee area. I got some things that I want to show and some things that I want to do. So, Hypnotizd bees. Let's go here. Okay, so here we are. Not a lot has changed up here. I did add an item tesseract, so all the stuff produced from this alveary and this one, these are the guys making the pollen and the royal jelly. They all get sorted down below. I have moved my scented panel production downstairs. It's right there. But yeah, pretty much everything else is stayed the same up here. But down below, I have gone ahead and I added in a floor. Now, I tried a bunch of different types of wood, and I like this one the best. This is the sequoia wood. The sequoia wood logs, and they're kind of in a pattern facing this way and then facing this way, and just, you know, every other one is facing a different direction, right? So it kind of makes like a cool little weave design. I really like the way this looks. And then for the walls, I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of wanted to go with a less loud color. So I went with the balsa wood. So these are the balsa wood planks, kind of a grayish color, and then the balsa wood logs, which have a little bit of color on the edges, but mostly gray as well. So I think that's looking kind of cool. Over here for my tanks, I didn't really measure the room before I started putting those tanks in and building and things like that. So yeah, you can see right here, this was the size of the original tank. I don't have a room for like a space on the top, but I have room for a space along the bottom. And I didn't really like that because, you know, symmetry matters. So I transferred all the liquid DNA from this tank over into this one. I lowered this one down by 1 block, so it's now 7 by 7 by 7 instead of 7 by 7 by 8. So this one's 7 by 7 by 7, same with this one, and then this one will be eventually. Once all the liquid DNA moves back, I will empty this one out and decrease the size of this tank. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, it's the very bottom center block that holds all the liquid data. So I could probably chop the top off by 1 block and put it all back together, but I don't really want to lose that much honey. I haven't done any testing on it, so I don't know for sure. It's not too big of a deal just to transfer the liquid over to that empty tank, change the dimensions, and then move it all back. So that's the way I am going to do it. Now this final tank on the end, I believe I'm going to end up filling it with seed oil. I'm going to have to set up a bunch of like trees, the chestnut trees to do that, because the seed oil, yeah, it's going to take a lot of those chestnuts to fill that up. Okay, so all of my bee production that I have, all of those hives over there that I have set up, like the oil bees, all of that stuff is now being directed over here through item tesseracts. So look at this, these oily propolis. Man, that is so much oil right there. Look at that. 346 stacks of the oily propolis. Each of those are half a bucket of oil. So that's over 150 stacks of of oil, I guess. Yeah, so much of it stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. I probably should find a way where I can burn it or turn it to EU and maybe put it into a matter fabricator or, you know, something to do with all of that extra juice. I need to do something. So like the ruby combs I have coming over here, got quite a lot of that for ruby dust. We were getting so much rocky combs. I think pretty much all of my bees over there, except for the distilled ones that are making the oily ones, are making this rocky comb. So back behind here, let me just break this out real quick. I have a diamond pipe. Actually, let me break this all out so you can see it. This is where the items are coming in through this item tesseract, going into an apiarist pipe. The apiarist pipe is filtering out every single bee that comes through here, and that is being void piped right there. And then once the other items besides bees go down to this diamond pipe, I'm filtering out rocky comb and regular propolis. I just have too much of this stuff. So that's also going into that void pipe over here. Everything else is going down to this chest, and then it's being sorted by these routers into all of these barrels down here. Awesome. So now that I got this all set up and I laid out a pattern for the walls, I've noticed that my little design where I have the balsa wood logs along the bottom is interrupted by these barrels, which means I need to move all these barrels up one block. So yeah, that's easily done with the portal gun. I just haven't done it yet. Something that I need to do in the future. Hey buddy, how's it going? So over here, this is where I moved all of my scented panelings. There's a zombie somewhere. I have the carpenter here. It is being powered, or I guess it's getting the honey from this liquid tesseract. And then it's being powered back here by an energy tesseract on MJ3. I think that's not one that I used in the quarry. I can't remember. But yeah, it's getting its power and its honey from those tesseracts. And then it's being supplied all of the ingredients by these routers? Yes, by these routers. Now, these routers are really awesome. I've discovered that you can insert into specific slots on the carpenter. So, for instance, this would be slot 1. This is slot 2. This is slot 3. So this router right here is getting a bunch of pollen. If these are filled up, it's getting a bunch of pollen and it's inserting into slot 3. So it's only ever going to fill up right here. So the same thing goes for over here. The royal jelly goes into slot 4. The beeswax goes into slot 5. And then finally over here, we would have wood planks going into slot 6. So this is cool. It always has, just those 4 slots filled. And then I can just fill up these relays with all the items it needs. Now, I know this is really big, and I could probably do this all with a manager or something like that, but I had these relays, and I had these routers. I was just kind of playing around, seeing what we could do. So I ended up, making this to auto-craft my scented panelings, overnight or whatever. So that's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, this is probably going to get torn down. Actually, more than likely, it will get torn down. But the project that I want to work on today is we are getting these combs over from the bee area. We're getting like tin combs, copper combs, iron combs. We're getting a lot of these ruby combs. And I guess we are getting the stringy combs and these guys right here. The dripping combs from up above from those 2 guys. Anyway, we want to take all the incoming combs that we are getting and we want to put those through Centrifuge. We want all the incoming combs to come into centrifuges. We want the centrifuges to process those combs, and we want the output items to then go into these barrels. So that is what we are going to work on today. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in like a wall of centrifuges here. I honestly don't know how many I need to take care of everything we have, but even if we get enough in there to take care of everything we have, I still got a bunch of those hives that I'm going to be filling up with more bees. So we're going to have to make sure there's enough centrifuges there to handle all of the incoming stuff. So I'm thinking, well, let's see. We got, is this an even or odd number? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I moved too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is a even number. Okay, so we probably are going to do maybe 6 by 318. I'm just trying to think of how many we need and how much stuff we're going to actually use here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. So take this and that. So maybe one more here and one more here, and then this top layer. So if we have 18 centrifuges right there, taking all the incoming combs and processing it, I think that should be enough. I hope. I guess we're going to have to find out. So, let me see. I have centrifuges around here somewhere. Are they in this chest, maybe? No. I guess I should have prepared this before I started recording, huh? It's going to be here somewhere. Maybe there's fermenters. Maybe I took them back to the base. Okay, tell you what, guys. Let me go ahead and get those crafted. I think I actually need to make, like, at least 10 more of them. Get those crafted, we'll fill up this wall, get some power hooked up to them, and then we will figure out how we're going to get the items into them and out of them and into the sorting system. So I will be right back. Alright guys, so I've done a little bit off camera here. I actually went with 4 by 6 of the centrifuges for a total of 24 of those guys. Now before I made that cut, I was like, where did all my centrifuge go? Well, I forgot that I had them laid out up here. I haven't really been using those guys for quite some time. Yeah, I completely forgot they were there. I had, I think, 18 up there, or 16 or something. But yeah, we are going with this right now. This is probably way overkill for what I'm producing right now. But remember, this is going to be the main processing facility for when I get all of the hives hooked up. So I do want to have a way, I'd want to be overkill basically for right now. So this will be able to handle what we throw at it later. Like I said before, I will be moving these barrels and probably reconfiguring them. All the combs in here are going to have to go through this, and we will have to figure out how to do that later. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done here. So you can see that I've inset them one in the wall. I did that so I had room to put power on these things, because they need power, and then I needed a place to put a router. Now, if they're right flush up against the wall, there'd be nowhere to put a router without it being visible. Now, I could cover that router probably with a micro block, but you'd still see a little bit of a ledge there. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and inset it one in the wall. I don't think it looks too bad, and I might put some kind of a border around this, maybe some more of this balsa log or something. We can play with the aesthetics later. Okay, so let's hop in here real quick and see what's going on. So yeah, we got a bunch of redstone conduit right here. These are providing each one of these with power. And then I just have one energy tesseract right here. I probably will run power from my main power supply over there and put it over here. But for now, we're just going to be supplying power straight from the tesseract. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of complicated here. So this is going to be the main input. This is our item tesseract. This is where all the stuff from the hives are going to be coming from. So straight from here, we're going right into an apiarist pipe, and we're filtering out the bees. The bees are going voided. They're just going away. Don't want those guys. So after that, the items come down to this diamond pipe, and in this diamond pipe, I have blocked off the white path so nothing can bounce back up. Green path, I have specific items that we are getting. We're getting the oily propolis from over at the oil processing area, so we don't want those going down into our chest and then putting it to the centrifuge. Centrifuge can't do anything with an oily propolis. Same thing for the royal jelly, pollen, cocoa beans, and sugar. I believe these are things that we could potentially get from bees. I can't remember if the cocoa beans or the sugar. I'm pretty sure that some bees produce those. So I went around and looked at all the items that I currently have in my storage system that is not a comb, things that do come directly from the bees, and I put it here. Now I have 2 other diamond pipes for expansion later. I know I could probably just use one and put pipes off in different directions, but yeah, I went with this method. So all the green paths will end up being items that are not combs. All of the combs should end up down here. This will be the main input for the centrifuge. So if any item comes through here that's not a comb, it'll go into this relay, and then that goes into pneumatic tubing right along over here, and then into this relay. This relay will take all the items that it gets and stick into this chest, which goes into the main sorting system back over here. So now that we've seen that, let me go ahead and cover up this path. Just going to lay a micro block right there. Very good. So now I don't get caught up on that. Oh, right. So the combs come down this path and they end up in this chest. We have a router here that we have set to, we have a machine filter on it, so it's extracting from chests, and it's only going to visit the nearest one. I don't want to pull in from any other chests on the network if it's connected to anything. It's going to pull stacks at a time, and it's going to eject to the top. So it's going to eject into this router. This router, we've seen this stuff all before. It's got the speed boost on it. It's going to insert into the top sides of centrifuges. It's going to visit all of them. That's pretty much all we need. Actually, I think this should probably have a bandwidth upgrade, shouldn't it? I believe it should. Yeah, I should probably go grab a bandwidth upgrade for that. I will do that later. I will remember to do that. Ooh, what the heck? Don't know how that happened. Okay, so all the items get processed in these centrifuges. The combs get processed here. Items end up here. So now we have another router over here set to extract from centrifuges. We have another machine filter, speed boost, so it can go to all these other ones faster. And then we're having it eject to the south. Now the south is the green side of the router, which would be this side over here. So it's ejecting directly into this relay. So all of the non-combs and all of the processed items are ending up into this relay here, which comes over here into this chest, and then this goes into the sorting system. So I'm pretty sure at this point we have everything hooked up that needs to be hooked up for this to work. At this time, I am not filtering out the rocky combs or the propolis, so that's still going to go to the sorting system, but I can add another pipe right off this diamond pipe to go right into this void pipe to void those items. Okay, so I think right now what I can do is turn this guy on. We're going to do B items. We're going to do receive. I hope this is going to work. We're going to turn that on. Now I need to go over and turn this guy off. So this is no longer going to be used. All of the items should be coming through. Oh, we just got propolis in there. That is not good. I didn't filter that out. So one of these routers now has a propolis in the slot. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot to filter those guys. So let's see, which one of these? I need to grab that because it's going to clog up. Yeah, we got honey drops I need. And oh, this is going to be a pain. So where did that propolis end up? I know I saw one. No? Maybe I just saw a honey drop. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me grab a propolis from here. And we have a honey drop too, so we will filter both of those items out and have them go into this relay. So let's do this and let's do that. I'm going to have to find out where those other items went. But yeah, it looks like we just got a propolis that went through here. We are getting items that are being processed through here. That's good. Ruby dust. Yes, this is everything that we want. This is awesome. Okay, yeah, we got some, I don't know, was that iron dust or tin dust? Very, very cool. Okay, so the whole processing part of this is hooked up. This is not pretty, I agree. We're kind of going from BuildCraft to Red Power, and we're using factorization routers to go into the forestry, centrifuges, using a whole bunch of mods, and thermal expansion, I guess, for the Tesseracts. I really want to play around with applied energetics at some point. I think that can make this a lot simpler. Yeah, but for now, I think this is going to work. This is going to do what I need it to do. And then I can go and grab those unprocessed combs and stick it into, you know, the B items, and the B items will all go into the centrifuge. It'll be processed, and at that point it should be sorted. Maybe we should try that. I also, yeah, I think I want to get the bandwidth upgrade for the router that's going directly into the centrifuge. I thought I grabbed all of the different items. There's a bandwidth. What is this? That's a machine filter. Yeah, let's put a bandwidth on that guy, and then we can probably throw in some extra combs in there and just kind of see how it handles, you know, a bunch of items coming into the system. Want to get down here? Get down. Okay, so we'll put that guy right there. There's another honey drop. That's not good. Hopefully, these aren't going to be filled up with a bunch of things that we don't want. Can I click up on these guys? No, I can't do that. I got to do it from the front. Okay, so that's got the bandwidth upgrade on it. Let's go grab some combs, throw some into that chest, and just see what happens. Let's do, maybe some stacks of ruby dust, or I'm sorry, ruby combs. I don't have the thoroughness upgrade on that, so it should, you know, try and fill up all these centrifuges with these items, I think. So, I guess it just put in, oh yeah, that's right, it's doing stacks at a time, so I guess those kind of things are mutually exclusive. So over here we should be seeing ruby dust coming through. Oh yeah, here we go. That's doing everything we want. This is awesome. Alright. So yeah, I think this is going to work for now. I'm going to play around with this for a little while and see how everything works out. Let's see over here. We got, yep, the ruby dust is being sorted. Tin dust, iron dust. Very cool. What is this? Sticky resin. How did we get a sticky resin over here? Huh. Oh. Maybe you can centrifuge the propolis. Maybe that's why I couldn't find the propolis. Interesting. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Actually, let's look at this real quick. Uses. So if it goes... Oh, that is actually quite interesting. So instead of voiding the propolis, I should be sending it into the centrifuge and getting that sticky resin, because that way I can make the rubber balls, or I guess just rubber. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to look at this for a little while, and we will be right back. Alright guys, so I think that's probably going to do it for this episode today. The quarries are doing their work, and we have definitely uncovered some of the quartz crystals that I was looking for. Very cool. I am very interested in checking out the Applied Energetics mod. I know that there's a lot of pretty awesome things that you can do with it. But yeah, like I said, we gotta wait until we get these crystals, and we should have those, you know, all the crystals that we need very, very soon. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.